Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Dirk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused in taking part in that.
Welcome back to It's Culture Podcast. My name is Mark, and wow, Dirk, what have you done, my dude? What have you done? Breaking news out of Florida, and we're gonna talk about it involving rapper Lil Durk from Chicago. It seems these rappers can't stay out of trouble when they're making all this money. But if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can get the updates. And let's get to it. I ain't gonna waste no time with this one tonight. So, Lil Durk, rapper from Chicago, one of those drill rappers from Chicago, was arrested Thursday in Florida by the U.S. Marshals on a charge for a murder for hire plot. Murder for hire. Yes. Dirk's 32 years old. His real name is Dirk Devontae Banks. He was booked in the Broward County Jail and is being held without bond. This kind of comes on the heels of guys in his camp, 3 alleged OTF members. If y'all don't know what OTF stands for, it's Only the Family. It's kind of like Young Thug with YSL. So YSL is actually a label. You have label mates, but YSL has been accused of being a criminal organization. Well, that's what the feds are saying about OTF. OTF is a criminal organization, and it was financed and bankrolled by Lil Durk. So you had some members of the camp that got arrested, and it 3 of them got arrested. You had Kavon Grant, whose name is Cuz, Avani. Then you had DeAndre Wilson, known as Didi, and then Asa Houston, whose name is Boogie. They were charged in a grand jury indictment that was unsealed back on October 17th in regards to this murder. Now, there's some other guys too. The guy named Keith Jones, they go by Flocka. And then David Lindsay, who goes by Brown Eyes. They also were charged in an indictment as well. So this charging document, it alleges that on November 6, 2020, high-ranking OTF official, whose initials were DB, so we have to think that has to be, somebody up high, got into a physical altercation that someone referred to as TB at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, during the fight, the prosecutors are saying that the associate pulled out a gun, shot this guy multiple times, killing him. Now, this happened in Atlanta. And this comes in the aftermath of what was known as DB, right? So DB is Davon Bennett. If y'all don't know who Davon Bennett is, his name is King Von. They said after his death, there was some coded language. There was a bounty that was to be paid for killing, for anyone that took part in killing TB, for his role in Von's murder. Now, if y'all don't understand what happened, there was like a little incident in Atlanta. Von was he got into it with another rapper, Quando Wando, and then They got into it outside. One of the guys in Quando Rondo's camp shot and killed Dirk. I mean, not shot and killed Vaughn, and basically beat the case. They said it was self defense, and he beat the case. Well, the bounty got put on the head of somebody from the camp to die, and I guess that happened. And now all of these, Dirk is caught up because it's been alleged that he financed this by purchasing a vehicle that, renting the vehicle that was used in the murder, buying all the plane tickets that were used in the murder, and he did this by using his credit card. Now, I don't, this is absolutely crazy because it's kind of the same thing that happened with Young Thug's case in regards to one of the murders, was the fact that he rented one of the vans that was used in the murder from Hertz Rental Car in Atlanta, and he used his information, and that's how they tied him to the murder. So, but I don't, it comes a point in time where you look at things and you kind of want to reflect back. And I posted on my social media earlier that there's this guy named Wallo. He has a podcast along with Gilly the Kid. It's called $1 Million Worth of Game. If y'all have never seen this podcast, I would highly encourage you all to go check it out. It's real good content. Wallo is a former inmate, went to prison, came out, and he's trying to help the streets. And he had Young Thug on the show. He had Lil Durk on the show, and he basically told them, "Hey man, y'all out here making this money, y'all rapping, y'all being entrepreneurs, y'all gotta leave the street stuff alone. Gotta leave the street stuff alone because if you're still doing street stuff, eventually it's gonna catch up to you." And he was basically, in the clip I'm about to show you now, pardon me, it's got a lot of colorful language, so if you got kids around, you might want to put them aside or whatever. But I want you to hear what Wallo is telling Lil Durk. I want y'all to hear what he's telling him, because he's basically kind of predicting, if you do what I think you want to do, then this is the consequences to what's going to happen. So I want y'all to hear this. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This was Wallo on $1 Million Worth of Game talking to Lil Durk.
Keep going, because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here, though. And I'm going to say some shit that, like, this is documented. I got a TED Talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother, my brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother, he ran to the house. He died in Nanny's arms when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, this some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game.
He's telling them, hey, I already been through this. I had somebody that shot and killed my brother. And when my granny opened up the door, my brother died in her arms. Can you imagine you opening up the door and your loved one is bleeding out right there after getting shot right in front of you? And anybody in their right mind would be like, yo, I'm going to get some revenge. Wallo is telling you that he had to forgive the killer of his brother in order to be able to do what he's doing right now. Let's keep listening.
But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
See what I'm saying? He's telling them, I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it out. Because I understand what y'all going through. But I'm telling you, if you go down this rabbit hole, it's a hole that you can't get yourself out of. And now, here it is, 4 years after the date, not almost 4 years to the date, Lil Durk has been now charged with orchestrating a murder for hire. Now, I don't know what's gonna go else with this indictment. I'll keep you all abreast of what's going on. But what I do know is I believe that this is going to be another RICO. I believe it's going to be another RICO. I believe that they're going to establish that OTF was a criminal organization, and it was financed in part to the appearance that OTF was a rap label, similar to the same way that they came after Young Thug. So, you know, and I just want to say, I get it. I'm not in the streets, but I get it. I understand trying to avenge someone, because I know if I lost a loved one in that matter, I probably would want revenge too. But if you take the heat of what Wallo said, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be able to take care of my niece, my nephew, my mom. I wouldn't be able to do all that if I would have did what I really wanted to do, which was take another life. Sometimes you gotta let things go in order for everything else to fall in line, because maybe Von's family needed help. Maybe they needed assistance. Maybe his child needed something. Maybe it could be that uncle. You can't do that from behind bars. You can't do that when they give you a death penalty or something like this. So we're going to check this out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think it's going to be a RICO with this? Similar to what happened with the Young Thug case. I'm going to do another video on Young Thug anyway, because I think that case is about to be at a mistrial. So be looking out for that one. But until next time, Culture Nation, y'all stay safe. Let's keep it culture.